One more sleep until they're on the course for real at TPC Harding Park. And are there storylines to follow this week for the PGA Championship? Two-time winner Brooks Koepka chasing history to become the first player to win 3 straight PGA Championships. Jordan Spieth chasing the career Grand Slam. Oh, yeah, and there's this guy, Eldrick Woods, also looking to win his 16th major championship, 83rd PGA Tour event, which would break the tie for first with Sam Snead and make him the winningest player in Tour history. That's not even mentioning Bryson DeChambeau, Jordan Spieth, world number 1 Justin Thomas, former number 1 Jon Rahm. Boy, oh boy, here are some of the prominent groups you'll want to be following Thursday. And if you can't, well, that's why we're here. We'll follow them for you with updates all throughout the day. For more on the PGA Championship, we once again welcome in CBS Sports golf analyst Kyle Porter, and he's a contributor, of course, to the First Cut podcast. Kyle, let's start with this absolute monster grouping of Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy, and world number 1 Justin Thomas. I mean, there are enough dramatic storylines to follow just with those 3, let alone the rest of the field. How do you feel about this trio?
Yeah, it's incredible. You know, I think the PGA kind of put it as, oh, these are all former PGA Championship winners. And it's like, well, yeah, that's one way to frame it. Another way is that they have 20 major championships combined, obviously with Tiger Woods having 15 of those. So there's going to be fireworks. You know, it would not be surprising to see the eventual winner of this tournament come out of that group of JT, Rory, and Tiger. But, you know, going into it, JT is playing the best golf out of any of those guys. You look at Rory as a 2-time past champ, Tiger as a 4-time past champ. At JT won in 2017 at Quail Hollow, but he's the guy coming off the win in Memphis, I think being the best player in the world since golf restarted at the beginning of June. So you might have 2 bigger names in Rory and Tiger, but JT's kind of playing the best golf right now.
Yeah, Tiger's sitting at plus 260 there. In terms of the group matchup, who are you liking, who are you fading there in that group?
I like JT. You know, I like, obviously, Rory's game. Tiger, I think I'm a little more, I don't know, I've gone back and forth on Tiger. I feel kind of conflicted there. But JT, even though his odds aren't as good as maybe a Tiger or Rory right now, he's playing by far the best golf of any of those guys coming in. I think JT is actually going to go back-to-back. Having won last week, I think he's going to win again this week. I think he's on kind of a mini all-time heater right now.
I think we've all gone back and forth on Tiger Woods because you don't want to count him out because then he's going to burn you. You know, he's just got the possibility to pop up at any time and just dominate everybody. Your guy, Jordan Spieth, gets put with Dustin Johnson and Justin Rose for the opening 2 rounds. How do you see that matchup playing out?
Well, this is kind of a mess of a group. These guys are all former U.S. Open winners. They've been just all over the board since golf restarted at the beginning of June. And you've got DJ who's missing cuts, and he pops up and kind of contends in Memphis. Justin Rose contends early on, fades a little bit later, and then obviously you guys know about my Spieth roller coaster ride. So, I mean, Spieth's going for the Grand Slam this week at TPC Harding Park. Do I think he eventually gets there? Probably not this week. Hopefully, maybe later on down the road. I kind of like him in this group, though. You know, over the last 2 tournaments that he's played, the Memorial and then the WGC FedEx St. Jude last week, he's actually struck the ball pretty decently. And DJ has just been really volatile. I mean, he'll go, you know, shoot an 80, shoot a 78, and then he'll, you know, shoot a 66. And you're like, I don't know what to make out of that. We normally think of Spieth as being more volatile, but I actually like the value there in Spieth at 2-1 to win that group's matchup.
Yeah, plus 200. I'd take a little Spieth for that, just based on the way that he's played the last couple weeks, as you mentioned. We talked about young guns on Tuesday, and Victor Hovland among those. He gets put with Hideki Matsuyama and Tommy Fleetwood. How do you see him matching up against those 2?
Well, this is my favorite group out of all of them that have been put together. And the reason is these guys are all unbelievable ball strikers. And Hovland, you know, Hovland for a while there, not so much the last 2 or 3 weeks, but for a while after the restart, he was the best ball striker. It was like 3 events in a row where he was number 1 in the field in strokes gained tee to green. He's an elite driver. Not as good of an iron player as Hideki Matsuyama and Tommy Fleetwood. Pretty much nobody is. That's not a knock on him. But I do like him in this matchup because I think driving the golf ball at TPC Harding Park is going to be at a huge premium. He's the best driver out of this group. I love him at plus 195 out of those 3.
He is CBS Sports golf analyst Kyle Porter, giving us all the latest as we get set for the PGA Championship, which tees off on Thursday. Can't wait. Thanks. Good stuff, KP.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.